So this is the tiny cactus project. You're going to open up Photoshop and make a document. And then what you're going to do is you're going to look for something. So I've found some different images of mountains because I think landscapes are kind of nice. They're nice and simple. Also maybe like this one. The way that I do that is I find the image I like, and it's got a preview here on the right hand side. And what I'm going to do is tap with 2 fingers, or a 2-finger click, and it's going to bring up this little dialog window. So the option I'm going to choose is Save Image As. Okay, and what it's going to do is it should bring up a name to the file. So I'm just going to call this one Mountains 3 because I have a couple other images in my downloads, and that's how I got them. I just did a search and I found them. So I like that image. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go back to Photoshop and I'm going to do a Command Tab to switch apps, and it's just going to switch right to Photoshop. And then once I'm in Photoshop, I'm going to go over here to my dock. Yours may be along the bottom, but I'm going to kind of hover over here. I've got mine hidden. I can also just do a search for downloads. You're going to spell it correctly here. Downloads, and it's going to go to my downloads folder. It should pop open my downloads folder. I'm going to get all 3 of these images. So the way that I select multiple images is I'm going to hold down Command and I'm going to click 2, click 3, and then I'm going to drag and drop these right to my desktop. This is my workspace. So I'm going to drag and drop them right into Photoshop. Okay. Now you notice it comes in and it's kind of got this editable box. I won't be able to get those other images until I accept this. And the way that I accept this is hit return, but I'm going to wait on that because you'll notice I've got some space here in my image that is off of the side here. So what I'm going to start doing is stretching this image, and I want it to fill this space. And you'll notice I can grab that corner and I can actually kind of smush this image. So I want to make sure that I hit Shift, and what that's going to do is that's going to make this file stay the shape that it is and not stretch those pixels. So I'm just going to fill this space. I'm going to center it, and I'll do that with 1. I'm going to hold Shift again. I'm going to pull this over there. I'm going to try and fill up this space again. I might move it there. I just held Shift so that it would get attributed. I'm going to do this again, and I should have one more image coming in. There it is. So I'm going to stretch this one too, but I'm going to hold that Shift key, and that's going to make it so that it doesn't get distorted. Then I'm going to let off Shift once I've placed it and I haven't stretched it anymore. I'm going to put that canoe right in the middle, just like that. So now I've got 3 images here. And what I'm going to start doing is working on my file. But you'll also notice that I've got those images in, and I've kind of got a lot of space here. This is all stuff that I don't know what it is. I don't know how to use it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab this. This is a tab, just like you have in a browser. So I'm going to pull this out, and that gives me more room for my layers. I'm not going to use this right now. So I actually don't even really need this either. So I'm going to pull that out too, character paragraph. You can pull out anything you don't need. Right now, all we need are these layers, okay? The other thing I want to show you right now is right-clicking to make these thumbnails bigger or smaller. So you right-click, and these are all features that each of us has, and I'm doing the large thumbnail just so I can see which file I'm working with. So that's a good little side project on this thing. But just managing your workspace is a great thing to know about. So now that I've got my 3 images in there, I'm going to pick one that I want to start with. I like this one because it's kind of colorful. So I'm going to start with this one. And I'm just going to click on it to make sure it's selected. You'll notice that it's a slightly different gray than the other one. That means that I am going to work with this image. So then I want to make this a little bit bigger. So I can do Command plus to make this fill up a little bit more. So Command minus makes it smaller, Command plus makes it bigger. I just want to make it just bigger so I can see more of the image. So that's Command plus, Command minus, changes the size of this. Then I'm going to go to the marquee tool. So I might start with this selection tool, rectangular marquee tool, or M. So if I was on another tool like the paintbrush, I could just hit the M key and it is going to switch to the marquee tool. So you saw how it switched up there. All these tools in the toolbar have hotkeys. Now what I'm going to do is I can also draw a square that's kind of odd shapen if I want to. I can also hold the shift key just like I did before, and I can make a perfect square. So you'll notice that these are attributed. So that was exactly 9.5. I might try and get back to that. Doesn't really matter. But I do want it to be a square. I just like squares. Probably you do too. But I've selected a square section here of this image. And you guys all know how to Command C, Command V, and that makes a new layer. But what you may not know is there's a way, instead of doing 2 keyboard clicks, you can actually do 1 keyboard click. So instead of Command C, Command V, you can also just do Command J. And that does both. That copies and pastes. That makes a new layer from selection. Okay, so you'll see that now I have this square. So, for the Tiny Cactus project, this would count as a design. What I may do is move this thing so that it's like perfectly centered. It looks like it's perfectly centered there. I could also invert this. But if I like this one, I might hit Shift Command S. Okay, and that's going to pop up my save dialog. Okay, so we got the save dialog, and that is it wants to save this as a Photoshop document. That's always a good option. So it's asking if I've already got it saved. It's asking if I want to replace it. I'll go ahead and do that for this purposes. That's just updating my file with this newer version of the file. But what I actually want to do is save this as a JPEG. Okay, and if you don't have this dialog box right here that you can't see JPEG, what you may have to do is save as copy, and that button may be somewhere else. I think in the other newer versions it's like off to the right, and this is like slightly over here on the left. But I'm going to choose JPEG, and the way that you may have to do that is save as a copy. File must be saved as a copy with this selection. And then I'm also going to go up to this name here. First off, my name is spelled incorrectly, so I'm going to fix that. And then I'm also going to just name this file Montgomery TC1, because this is the first version of that file. And I am going to go ahead and save that as a JPEG.